White House had put out that the president had made some calls, congratulatory and conciliatory, several Democrats. I was wondering, has the president had a chance to speak to the governor-elect of Virginia yet? And if not, does he plan to do that?
So they have not spoken, but the president congratulates Governor-elect Youngkin on his win. Obviously, the president campaigned for his friend Terry McAuliffe. As he mentioned yesterday, you heard directly from him about having that conversation and would have preferred a different outcome. But the will of the people is clear, and the president has always believed in working across party lines for the good of the American families. And he looks forward to doing that with Governor-elect Youngkin. The president is very proud of the race that Terry McAuliffe ran as someone who puts his heart and soul into everything he does, but now is a time to move forward.
And if I could just briefly, to what degree do you think race was a driving issue in Virginia and around the country, given Republicans repeatedly focusing on critical race theory?
So, look, America, as you heard the president say before, is a great country. And great countries are honest, right? They have to be honest with themselves about the history, which is good, and the bad. And our kids should be proud to be Americans after learning that history. The president certainly is. Fundamentally, we believe a school's curriculum isn't a federal decision. It's rightly up to communities around the country, the parents, the school board, the teachers, and the administrators. And that means that politicians should be should not be dictating what our kids are being taught. But we also need to be honest here about what's going on here. Republicans are lying. They're not being honest. They're not being truthful about where we stand. And they're cynically trying to use our kids as a political football. They're talking about our kids when it's election season, but they won't vote for them when it matters. You know, Republicans did not vote for the American Rescue Plan. The American Rescue Plan, in that plan, it had funding to make sure that schools were open, to make sure that our kids got back to school. And they didn't vote for that. And that was a key component of the American Rescue Plan. We know how important it is to make sure that our kids have in-person learning for their mental well-being and also so that they can actually learn. And so that is something that the Republicans absolutely refused to vote for. So we got to be honest here, and they're not being honest. They're being incredibly dishonest.